Okay. Hello, hello, and welcome to the European Healing Miracle Call. Today is the 1st of April, and yeah, I'm welcoming you with so much love and sending peace to your heart, peace to your mind, peace to your body, peace to every atom of your being. Welcome, welcome to dear Janet, who's here with us, and welcome to Clarice, who's joining now. And of course, welcome to Esther Francis, who is here with us to sing a beautiful mantra. Welcome to Jerem, who will also be doing an EFT session to take us deeper and deeper into our hearts and unblock some energy. Today, I opened up the Ancient Secrets book just before the call, and it came to this quote. And I love this quote, so I thought I would actually read it to you. It says, "The place you are right now, God," or maybe if you believe in higher consciousness or Allah, spirit, the universe, circled on a map for you. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that we are exactly where we need to be. Even when there's a challenge that's happening in our lives, we are in the perfect place for growth to happen, a perfect place for our hearts to open. Yeah, I've just, when I read that quote, it just completely aligned with what I was feeling in the moment. So I thought I would share that with you. Okay, so I can see that Elena is here. Welcome, welcome, my sister. So lovely to see you. Mwah. And welcome to Anne. Lots and lots of love to you, dear. Mwah. Okay, so I don't see Kabir on the call, and I was hoping for him to do some mamas, but that's okay, or breathwork, because if he doesn't join, then I am happy to do some mamas with you, and I can also ask others to jump in if they want to share their favorite mama point. I usually have on a Monday, there's a few of us that like to get together for mamas, mantras, meditation, and we call it the M&Ms. And so I have like Esther Francis with me, and Joseph and Susan and a few others, Sarabjit, and we love to get together and just practice it. And then afterwards we listen to the Dr. Naram meditation, the Unstoppable track, and it's just so powerful to do it together. So yeah, if anyone ever wants to join us, just find me on Facebook. I'm Mariam Art, and I can add you to our group. The more the merrier.
And what time is that, Mariam?
That is it's 4 p.m. UK time, which is 8 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, that's on a Monday. So yeah, if you'd like to join, you're definitely welcome. It's always a beautiful session. Everyone shares mantras. We had Joseph say a beautiful one. I might ask actually Esther. Esther, how does that mantra go again? It's if Deirdre was here, she would remember. I know, I can't remember. It's gone from my head. I'll share it with you guys next time. It's really beautiful. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll go into a little bit of mamas now. So I would just like to invite you all to roll your shoulders back and down, and just begin to lengthen your spine, soften your jaw. You can either close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just become aware of your breath. And become aware of your root chakra, grounding down, connecting with Mother Earth. And I'm just going to invite you to take 3 deep breaths into the belly through the nose. So inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhaling. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Indian head squeeze, as Dr. Clint calls it. So for this one, you kind of want to have your middle fingers just kind of meeting. And then we're just moving the scalp. So we're going to do this with breath. So inhale, 1, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we're going to do the Indian, no, sorry, not Indian, focus mama now. So this one is the point in between your brow, sort of on the third eye. And we're going to do this one with breath. So when we breathe in, we press, and when we exhale, I'll move my finger away so that you know that we're not pressing anymore. So inhaling, 1, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then earlobes for self-love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the point in between the nose and the lip. This one is really good for anxiety. It's one that Dr. Mira actually prescribed for me, and for me, it really works. So we'll do this one with breath, and when we breathe in, we press, and when we breathe out, we move away. So inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to do another one with you. This is the Heart Mama. I really love the Heart Mama. So physically, this one is good for your circulation, good for your heart. And it's also good for if you're carrying a lot of emotion and you feel that heaviness, it really releases that emotion and it brings harmony, as Dr. Giovanni said. So it brings harmony to the body, mind, and spirit. So we take our left hand, and then you want to grip the thumb with your 4 fingers from your right hand. I'm going to turn my hand around so you can see. And then you're bringing the thumb and the fingers together, and you're kind of making this sort of heart shape. I'm going to do it one more time so you can see. So left hand, grip the thumb, and then bring your left thumb to your fingers. Yeah, it looks like that from the back. Yes, from the front. Beautiful. And then you can hold it towards your heart if you'd like to. I'm going to keep it this way so you can see me. And we'll do this one with breath as well. So when we inhale, you press the thumb. And when we exhale, release. So it's the pulsing of the heart here. So we're going to do it with breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, friends. Is there anyone who would like to share their favorite mama? Let me see. Yes, Jerem.
I love the forgive and forget Marma. So it's one of my favorites to forgive myself, forgive anyone else who I may be holding some energy that's not of the highest vibration. And so it's taking the left hand and bringing the index finger to this point where these two metacarpal bones meet, and then the thumb goes underneath just where the the other side of the index finger goes. And ideally, we are also imagining a red frame in front of our left eye with whoever or self that we want to forgive and forget and move on. And then we're pressing, and I have not used breath with this. Should I assume we can use breath with any mantra, any marma?
We can if you want to, yes.
Yes, okay, let's try that then. So breathing out and pressing that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, forgiving and forgetting. 5, and 6. Gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerem. Sending lots of gratitude for you. Is there anyone else who has a favorite mama that they would like to share? Sarabjit, I can see you. Lots of love, my friend. Would you like to share a mama with us?
Yeah, let's do the, the hair one. I've been doing this for quite some time, and I do notice the difference. My hair is starting to become darker. So let's, this 1 minute, you can do it anytime during the day. Yeah, this is Dr. Naram has also mentioned this, and another famous yoga teacher in India. He also, many people have mentioned this, that this is a fun one to do, to try for healthy hair. Yeah.
And Sarabjit, is it the surface of the fingernails or the
Yes,
edge?
you are, rubbing against each other.
Surface.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Like a washboard,
Right, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of you can hear the noise also.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Sarabjit.
you.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect one. Is there anyone else? Janet, is there a mama that you really love that you would like to share?
Sure. I'm not exactly sure the name of it, but Dr. Clint taught it to me, and I just use it all the time. I think it's about trauma, childhood trauma. So it's the right arm, the forearm, you go 7 fingers down. So what I do is I flip them. I start like this, and then I flip them and then go right there, the 7 point. And then you feel something in there and you just press it 6 times.
And this is in the center of the forearm, Janet, or by the bone?
It's like it's right in here. There's like a little, it's not always easy to detect, but there's a little nodule. Yeah, it's right in the center, down the veins, the center of the forearm.
Okay, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lovely, beautiful.
Great one.
Now,
Okay.
I really wanted to say, I love how you've slowed the marmas down. I get to the place where I just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the breath, bringing that in with the breath, it brings another element to it. So I appreciate the experience of that. It's beautiful. So thank you.
I'm going to ask if Anne, sorry, Anne, would you like to share a Marma? Welcome.
Hi, actually, I was taught the finger marma when I was in India, and I use that one all the time. And you take each knuckle, even down here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you do 6 times with each one in 2 different directions, through the joint, and then through the joint again. So 6, and then 6, and then you do 6, and you do 6, and you do 6, and you do 6. Now, we don't have time to do that, but my thumbs will get sore a lot. So I, a lot of times will just do it on my thumbs right here on this one. So we could do that, but it feels really good with them. It's a little bit tender on my thumbs. Everywhere else, it feels really good. And there's something about spending that much time on your hands, just like giving them love, because it takes a few minutes. So we can do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you also go through the joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, you do joint, but I a lot of times just do my thumbs.
And what is the focus of this one, Anne?
It's for like Vata. You know how when you have Vata, people have hardness in their joints, particularly the IP, they call it osteoarthritis. It's for that. And like if your hands hurt, or like for me, my thumbs for some reason will hurt here. But a lot of times people have it all through their hands. But it breaks up those hard Vata nodules. It actually breaks them up.
So, Anne, do you always start with your thumbs and then go to the first of the fingers?
You're so good today. Yes, you actually always start with this base joint, and then you work your way up to the next one and the next one and the next finger all the way through. And then you start in the same place on the next hand. And you should do it every day if you have problems.
That's a good one to be able to do while we're on the calls.
It's
Because I do the forgive and forget Marma while we're on the calls, but that one's a really good one to be able to just sit here and be able to do that while we're in this space.
Jana,
Yeah.
you just made me laugh and get an image. Like, what if you were a real professional call and then you start like doing like forgetting you're not with your friends, It happened in a parking lot with me and my daughter. We were walking in a parking lot. And we were like, I think maybe we should try those marmas. And then we noticed that people were looking at us. We were like,
I have to laugh. A year ago, I started with a new company, and I had traveled to Portland to be with my new boss. And she does have she was a little bit anxious. And I said, do you mind if I touch you? And she's like, okay. And I started doing the Indian head squeeze on her. I did that several times. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. And she calmed down and she was like looking at me like, did you really just do that? But it works. And I didn't care.
you have to start.
You do. That's awesome. I love that, Anne. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anne. Okay, friends, so we're going to transition now. We're going to welcome our lovely Esther to do some, she's got a poem for us first, to just take us even deeper into our hearts. I think the marmas are definitely working. I'm definitely feeling that relaxed and peaceful energy coming in. But yeah, she has a beautiful poem for us and a mantra that she's going to, and I think we're going to be invited to sing with her. We'll be muted, but we'll be singing with her.
Yeah. So welcome everyone. So always a joy to be here with you. I'm hearing a strange sound. Are anybody else hearing that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
I
you,
can't
Sharon.
work out who it's from.
I think it's Jerem, just a little bit of feedback, but thank you, Jerem.
Okay, so we have a very huge cosmic occasion coming up, which is the alignment of the planets Jupiter and Neptune. The last time it happened was way back in the 1800s. It's something like every 156 or 160 years, so it's rare. And what's special about it this time is it's in the sign of Pisces, which Jupiter is the ancient ruler and Neptune the modern. So it's very powerful for anything pertaining to the realm of Saraswati mantra, which I was asked to share, which I'll be doing. So to translate, compassion, music, meditation, cosmic, mythical, dance, inspiration, the arts, the wisdom of the experience of the mystic, etc. So I'm putting the intention that with the poem, with the mantra, that we may all attune and activate even more fully. It's always there, but just like when we first learn a new word, all of a sudden we start hearing it. Just knowing it's there can amplify its power to magnify our unstoppability, as Dr. Naram would say. So here's the poem that wanted to come out this morning. Possibility is the papoose. Possibility is the papoose carried on the back of great Mama Earth as she spins into a new trajectory of unfoldment. We are the ones yeasted to rise, invited to lift our old ingredients into a transformative souffle of soul, for which there are no pre-existent recipes. Only the yearning coded within us to hatch from the false shells of separation. Here in the great in-between, Mother Magic is making the future now in the womb of the present. So I'm inspired to invite you all to do the marma of what you want. That world, that life, that love that you want for yourself, your family, community, country, continent, planet, solar system, galaxy, universe, all that is. Breathing into it, allowing it to rise, and thinking if you want to put that white frame around on your right eye, sensing it, envisioning it, imagining it, feeling it. And then moving that finger down to that joint right below it on that index finger of your right hand, holding that or pressing it with your thumb, and imagining it being fulfilled, how it feels, the celebration of it as being done. And just, I invite you to join me on the Saraswati mantra, and I ask forgiveness for any mistakes in pronunciation, that our intention to bring in the greatest creativity, wisdom, love, joy, inspiration with this time for us and for all beings. So, Aim, Om. Om is the syllable, the sound of the divine coming out into the everything from the nothing. So, from the great womb. Om, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Sarasvati Devi Namaha. Om Aim Shrim Hrim Sarasvati Devi Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shrim 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 Sarasvati Devi Namaha.
Sending you so much gratitude, dear Esther. That was beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love the vibration of that mantra, and knowing that it's connecting us to that Shakti, to our inner creativity, divine feminine energy. It's just, it's so powerful. Can we send Esther lots and lots of love?
Ah, thank you.
Also gratitude for your poem as well.
And I'll take this in. My son and I go to the bank at 2 o'clock to see if I can be put on his house lease mortgage. So I'm taking in for the greatest good of that enterprise as well. Just such a gift to be with all you beautiful hearts and beings. And thank you for the
On
gift.
that note, I want to say, I got a messenger in the messenger one day. I was working on my computer. I got a message from Jerem, and I had just spoken to him, regarding the project we were working on, the music thing. And 2 minutes later, I get a message from him and about some, a scheme about money, 50,000 you get, I was wondering, how come he didn't tell Esther about it? He's telling me. Then I realized that probably your account has been hacked,
Yes. it did.
Just wanted to
I
share
got the
that.
same message from him.
A lot
And I
of people
messaged
did.
him. I'm like, what's happening, Jerem?
Yes, yes. Sorry about that. These are all things beyond my tech savvy limits, and took me a few days to resolve it, but it's done as far as I know. And thank you all for notifying me. And if I had 50,000, I would give it.
I can see Bridget's hand is up. Bridget, yes.
What an honor and a pleasure it is to be with each and every one of you. Your faces, it's just like family. And Esther, you're just like a bright, shining rainbow anytime you enter. And Jerem, your steadiness, your groundedness. Miriam, you're incredible. Carol would have been so proud of you today. Jana, Barbara, your beautiful smile, and your knowledge. Everybody here is just, my heart is open right now, and I love you all so much. And thank you, Janet, you're my soul sister. And just thank you for being you and sharing your presence here. I'm going to be popping in and out, but I just want to tell you that all of you are a real blessing, and thank you.
Oh my gosh, let's send Bridget some love. Oh,
Yes.
beautiful.
Mm,
So, and thank you for all that you do and all that you
yes.
bring.
Mm,
Every time you summarize what people are saying and you write it in the chat, it's just so much gratitude and just perfect. I can see Janet has her hand up. Janet.
Hi.
Hi.
I need you guys today. I'm going through something. Well, first of all, my cousin died, so her funeral was on Wednesday, and that was difficult enough. But I've been having some kind of palpitations, so I went to the doctor. The last time I went to the doctor, my blood pressure was pretty high, and I went back again this last week. I think it was maybe Monday. I'm not even sure. I can't remember now. But it was high again, so they did an EKG, and there's like a lot of abnormalities, a lot of things going on. So like I'm working with Dr. Priyanka and Dr. Clint and my Western medicine doctor, and nothing. I have to have a Holter monitor done, and I have to have a stress test done, and so I'm concerned. I carried a big load of laundry up 2 flights of stairs yesterday, and I got up to the top of the stairs and I was really having trouble breathing. And that's not typical. So I need you, family. I need you. I've been doing this. Thank you so much. It was so timely, Miriam, for you to show that heart mantra again, or mama, because I know that I remember that, but I didn't think of it. And so now I'm going to do it all the time. So thank you so much for that.
Janet, you are in the perfect place at the right time. Like literally, I'm just thinking of that quote that I opened up to about, you are here where you're meant to be. And it's just perfect messages and perfect alignment. Firstly, sending our condolences to, did you say your cousin had passed away?
Yeah, right.
Sending our condolences. And also we just want to send you so much healing energy. So let's rub our hands together and send you lots of healing energy and love, vibration of love and peace. Jana, dear Jana, is there anything you want to add here?
I was just telling before the call, I was telling Esther and Jerem and Miriam that I believe that with the people that have have gone to India, I think it's changing the energy of the group. And just with Bridget and with Janet speaking, can you feel the cohesiveness? It's like we're coming together closer. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm really thrilled. Janet, I'm so sorry about your cousin, and please let me know if there's something I can do to help with your heart. Yeah, we are so blessed to be close to these doctors. And I don't know if I was watching the ceremonies today, the ending ceremonies this morning, early. And I was just so excited to see the connection that our group has and has developed over this last week. And I loved how Dr. Hamong just said, we want to help you. If you need anything, you call us. And it's so different than Western medicine. You know, Western medicine, you're on a waiting list, you can't get in for 6 weeks. And then when you get in, you're waiting there for an hour and you get 3 seconds with the doctor. You know, with here, you know, we get to WhatsApp message and talk to them often and consult with them. And they have such a beautiful system to be able to, they know by the rhythm of the body and by where you are, they know exactly what needs to happen and where you need to be, or where, you know, how to get you where you need to be. So it's just beautiful. I just absolutely love this. The other thing that came to my mind is I would love to have you guys share with me your daily routines. You know, I used to get up every morning and meditate, and I drink my warm water and I do my oiling and, you know, my prayers. And I've kind of gotten away from that. But Esther's mantra was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, Esther. Just so heartfelt, so deeply rooted. So if you guys have some routines, please share them. I need to increase, to change, to get back into that heart center more quickly. Do you guys have anything that, you know, like doing the marmas or the mantras or, yes, Sergey, sir, yes, Sergey.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I sometimes, you know, get up early, wait up whatever time in the morning, around 4 or 5, when I have to go to the restroom, then I will just get up and not get sleep, you know. So then that's the time what I do is I'll sit up in bed, you know, and I'll put on this, there's a mantra that I do. It's just one word. It's belongs to Sikhism, but it's worldwide. It means Vaheguru, which means wow, hey, Guru. Guru is, you know, the teacher, one that pulls out from darkness to light. Gu means darkness and Ru means light. So this is the mantra I've been doing for many years. So I just do that. So if I have the music, I'll put it on that, and then I'll just close my eyes and do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much I want to do. Sometimes now it's becoming longer and longer, like I lose track of time, you know, if I'm doing it. And that's what I do in the morning. And then I also will do the breathing with it. So Vahe, I'll take the inhalation, and then Gu and the Ru will come out, you know, exhale. So that's what breath is, something that is really important, I feel, with just 7 times, concentrating on each chakra, you know. So I just do that as I say this inhalation and exhalation on each chakra, 7 chakras. That's what I do. So this helps me a lot. And then if I have time, I will do a little bit exercise after my tea, a little bit exercise, yoga outside, you know, take a fresh breath of air. And sometimes, you know, what helps me is if I'm feeling very low, like Janet, I would say, I sometimes, you know, like to go on my grass, you know, put a sheet, lie down, get the Mother Earth energy, and look at the birds and hear the sounds of nature. I think that helps a lot also. And put on some music also. I don't care if the neighbors get, you know, so it just helps me. Yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Do you have a little exercise routine that you do, or?
Yeah, I do. Like today I went on my outside, I lie down, I put on my mat there. So I do the lie down and, you know, just lift my legs and those kind of few exercises, especially for my back, you know, it hurts. So those I will lift, and then some stretches, put one leg up and then the other one, then on my side, that way, sideways. And then I sit up, and then shoulders, doing the shoulders, and then, you know, just going in circles. So this, all the chakras get, you know, activated. This is for the bottom chakra. This is Kundalini kind of yoga. If you do, I do it in one of my meditation groups. So this is, we start out with this, you know, in circles. It's called Sufi circles. So you can start the other way, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Yeah. So this is helpful. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys caught what she said, but she nourishes her mind, her body, her emotions, and her spirit. With all of the things that she does, she's very balanced in the way that she does it. And that's what I'm looking for. Because I'm finding I'm not quite as in balance as I want to be, but that is so beautiful. I love that. And I don't know if you picked that up as well, but the way that she speaks about her routine is very self-honoring. She really honors herself and values that time. I don't know if you guys picked up on that framework of the way that she phrased her words and her intention. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you for being such a beautiful example and for sharing with us.
Thank you, Janet.
Is there
Sarah
anybody
G,
else?
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get some clarification. What were those words again, Sarabjit?
I
the
will
breathing?
post them if you want. It's WAHEGURU, Vaheguru.
Wahoo.
And if you want the chant, I can post it in the European thing, or I can send it to you, just to you, you know, it's on
If you could
iTunes
post it in-
also. Even Sanatam Kaur is a person, if you Google her, you'll find lots of YouTube videos she does on this. Yeah.
Who?
If you could post it, that would be wonderful.
Yes, I will post it in the group. Yeah. Okay.
Is there anybody else that has a routine that they'd like to share? Bridget.
Jana, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we'll do Bridget first, Anne, and then.
I have a binder that I like to write in. I found that it dramatically changes my attitude instead of tuning into the news first thing, to just forget about it, enjoy my warm drink. And I have an inspirational book that I'll read the days. I'll read a chapter from the Bible. And just a quick little sentence I'll just put in my journal and I'll think about it. And that helps me get grounded. What essentially I would like to do is to get yoga out of the way first, and then my meditation practice. I generally wait for about 2 hours after I wake up for my meditation practice. But I know that if I align myself with yoga beforehand, I would be much better. So dear Jana, I'm working on getting a better morning routine, but all I know is the journal, focusing on good words. Oh, and the best thing about the morning routine is when I transcribe, it helps me get in the frame of mind to do transcription work for Janet or for Sharmini. And just hearing all the positive words, it just totally changes your attitude, just typing, hearing positive words. So, and sometimes I'll just get straight up and put on Dr. Naram. I mean, I just love him, and just to have his energy, even through a YouTube video, it just totally shapes my day. So yeah, that's what I like to do.
Oh, I love it. So did you guys hear in her voice? Did you hear her passion? She has passion. She has passion for Dr. Naram and for her journaling and her warm drink. And oh, look at her beautiful colors. Her mantras that she's coloring, her mandalas. That's what I meant to say, her mandalas. So she's got passion. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that she has such a love for words and loves to transcribe. It's just a beautiful gift.
I can't help it. I mean, seriously, I learned how to officially do meditation. And once I started learning, got it down, it's just like my fingers just like went crazy. So I'm more than happy to help out. It's just a service, because I think of those who perhaps can't catch it or who are late, who have a language barrier. I never hope that it's annoying, but yeah, I do love words. Words are, I think I was a scribe in a past life.
Well, if you're not a scribe in a past life, you're a scribe in this life for sure. It's beautiful. Thank you. So Anne, thank you, Bridget.
Jana, it's funny. I felt like I've been falling a little bit, off my routine lately. It kind of like going to bed and checking and going like nothing really bad happened. There's no big news. And then kind of getting up in the morning and checking again. And so then it also seems that if I do that, something might else sneak in, and then I may not accomplish what I wanted to. But if I wake up and go immediately into my meditation and prayer, and then if I do a little bit of yoga, and then I take my herbs and I drink my water, like I feel like I kind of feel a little bit selfish and a little bit like, oh my gosh, how did I get away with doing that? Like, is something else not going to get done because I did that? So I'm still, feeling a little bit funny about doing all that self-care, but I do notice that if I don't do it right away, the first thing, if there's a very good chance it won't get done, or that it won't get done.
Sorry, I didn't know my mic was off, but I so appreciate that because, and that is the feeling that I've been having, is that I need to, I value somebody else's work more than me, or I value something else in the house more than me. And what you're talking about is when you wake up and you do it, you feel like you've got this, like you've just extracted the gem of the day, or you've extracted, the precious moment, or, the juice of life, if you will. And so I love that you said that, because that's the feeling that I've got to enhance, is that, and Sarah owns it, where it is embodied of the self-value, self-worth, 100%, not selfishness, not ego, but absolute ownership of value and deserving those precious moments in the day. So Anne, thank you so much. So beautiful. And I love her delight. Do you listen to her and hear that delight? She has this delight about her conversation and the way that she communicates. It's just beautiful.
Thank you, Jane.
Janet.
Okay, well, the first thing I do in the morning is I listen to a man he's a guru to the stars, I guess. His name is Panache Desai. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. Yeah, I started listening to him at the start of the pandemic in 2020. Is that what it was? It's a blur, right? And it's called The Call to Calm. And he basically in the beginning calmed everybody of their fears. And it's just culminated into this thing where it's helped me love myself so much. And that was even before joining this group. But, this group of course has expanded that by far, because now I know each person individually, and I love each person. But Panache has really helped me. So then also that goes from like 7:15 until like 8:20 or something like that every morning Central Time. And I can give you details if anybody's interested. It's free. And then I have, beginning of the year, I think it was, I put little Post-it notes on my ceiling, and I put B, the letter B, and then magic. So they all stand for something. It's an acronym. B is breathe, M is mantra and marma, A is affirmations, G is gratitude, I is intention, and C is create. So I just look at it and, do the things that I need to do. But yeah, then I get up and do the rest of the stuff, drink my immunity and other things, but.
I love it. If you wouldn't mind posting that in the chat, Janet, not this chat, but in the WhatsApp chat, that would be awesome. I would love to incorporate that. I just want to tell everybody that Janet is one of the best kept secrets in this group. When she is in her state of meditation, she is powerful. She has a direct connection that is just divine. And I remember when we very first started and she started working with Panache. Actually, she had been working with Panache. And I'm saying that right? Is it Panache? Okay, great. And one time she got on the call with him and she got to interact with him. And she shared that with me and it was absolutely beautiful. She just has this joy about her when, you know, when she speaks about him because he's done so much for her. So it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. If any of you ever are feeling down, you call this lady and do a little meditation with her and it shifts like that. She's a very gifted healer, in my opinion. So.
And you've done so much for me, Jana. It's just mutual because every time I've talked to you, I've come off the phone and just felt my spirit just lift. So you are so important to me. And you are a huge reason why I love this group so much. Thank you.
That means so much to me, Janet. Thank you. Thank you. I do not take those words lightly. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Anna.
Hi. So my practice, morning practice. So the thing that is always equal, because sometimes I put more things if I have more time, is to do a little exercise of yoga. So sun salutation, and also the cat, because it's good for the movement of the back, to work with the back that I need. Then also which is the name, the one that no, this is incorporated in the sun salutation. So it's the sequence of sun salutation. And then instead position, to bring the knee up and stay there in balance, and then bring the leg here in the bottom and the other leg. And then I do a little bit of shake. So I do like that, like running in the place. So to activate the circulation in the legs, that I need that. And also to do a little impact of the bones to improve the circulation and the bones nutrition. So that I need very much. So then I go to sit in front of my altar, and I do how we say in English, oração, a prayer. And then I write what I'm grateful and happy, and everything, and also some intentions to remember me, to put the energy, what do I need for the day, what and I also open to my soul, tell me what what is needed that I don't know. Well, and this is the main thing. Sometimes I put more things, sometimes I have more time, sometimes less time, but I really put to do it, because it really helps me to center. And I have been very challenging these last weeks, so it has been hard. So really I am very, and sometimes also at the end of the day I need to do it also to clean everything, to put the energy and because the challenge of the last weeks were more. So yes.
I,
That.
I really love that. Go ahead.
I also listen to mantras and so on to help me to maintain the energy and the frequencies, the musics that have mantras and frequencies that also help me to, when it's the challenge are more hard, I need more to do more and to listen more. Yes.
It's beautiful. And Anna, you just have such an ownership and a knowing about what you do is you know that it works. You know that you have a knowing about yourself when you communicate about it. I love what you said. And I was going to ask Anne this when she was talking about her yoga practice, you know, what type of yoga you're doing in the sun salutation. That's exactly what I needed to hear, because I've been not knowing exactly. I haven't done yoga very much. I've done the Kundalini and the Pranayama, but not the other. So I'm thinking about doing that. So I appreciate, and I love the balancing, because I've done the balancing, but I love your ownership with, I didn't understand the bone. How you said
it's when you are like that and you do with your legs it's like running in the place. So it's like shaking the legs like that, and so it helps from here to down. It helps to shake, to relax the muscles, and also to how we say to do like that without, because I don't like to run. I don't like to go to run and so on. So it's only like that in the place. So it's not running, but the doing like that, the foot in the floor activate the the bones nutrition.
okay.
So it's like, for example, the astronauts, they need to do exercise because they are in the capsule.
No
So
gravity.
they need to do jumping in the place, and it's not easy because it's another gravity, but they need to do the way to activate the bones density and the circulation and all the nutrition of the bones. And I also need that. So the circulation of the legs and the activation of the bones also.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. So I want to ask a question. How many of you appreciated this conversation? How many of you feel that you've gotten closer to that person by just hearing their routine? Yeah, it's beautiful. I love you guys sharing your bits of your world with us. It's so important. Like I said, I think that the energy of this group is shifting, you know, and as our group has spent a week or more in India with each other, that cohesion is coming together. And by us sharing our lives with each other, I think it's only going to be building, you know, stronger bonds. So that was what this was about. Andrea, do you want to say something really quickly?
Hi, good morning. I would like to add to what she said about running in place. There's a really easy way to do that. A little trampoline. One of these little, when I was living in Europe, I got a really nice one, not the tiniest one, the next one for my birthday. And having this nice sweet spot. And I put music on and I worked on the trampoline and I felt so energized and happy and balanced. And most importantly, there's no strain on your knees. If you have any knee problems or any back problems. And actually, someone told me this, that she knew this very old woman who was having incredible medical problems, and someone told her about the little trampoline. And when she started doing that, a lot of her meds dropped away. So it's maybe something that everybody wants to try.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Go ahead, Anna.
Barbara, the one that Barbara is showing is very good. I don't have yet buy it because it's some money, but this one is very good because it's not very, the impact it's not very strong, because the trampoline must be not too strong, and these ones are fantastic.
Mm,
That Barbara is showing. Yes,
that is
they are
awesome.
German. They are German. They are fantastic. Yes.
I love
I
this
want
one.
one. I want one.
I love this one because I love to walk in nature. So my routine in the morning is to get up early. As soon as there's a little bit light, 6 o'clock, 6:15, I get up and I say, oh, thank you. Then I go to the bathroom and I tell myself, hi, Barbara, have a nice day. Then I wash my eyes with the glass and I scrape my tongue. That's what I learned in the 100 days course. And then I put on my walking clothes. I go downstairs, go to the kitchen, and I have some warm water. And then after going to the toilet, then immediately I go outside. But when it rains or when it's slippery because it's winter time, then I don't like to go out. And then I jump on the trampoline for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And that's such a joy, you know, almost so much fun as when you go outside, because when I go outside, then immediately the air, the pure, clean air comes to me. And that makes me so happy. And I'm here between houses, but I like to go to the forest, and I need to walk like 15 minutes. And when I enter the forest, it's only a small forest, you know, because in Holland, Holland is such a small country, so everything is very small. Also the forest. I always tell myself our forest has only like 50 trees, something like that. But then I'm so happy when I see some rabbits or birds. I like to talk to them. And in the very first beginning, when I started this, all those animals ran away when they saw me coming. But now they stay. And that makes me happy because it means that they accept me walking in their habitat. And then when I come home, I started drinking, and I make that special drink that Dr. Naram used to drink. It's in the blender. I drink that. And then I love to eat the oatmeal porridge with blueberries or sometimes with apples and a little bit cinnamon. And then I go to the bathroom, take a shower. And only after that, I like to do some meditation. But the meditation is not like, oh, I'm a little bit jealous actually, because you have so beautiful meditations and also so beautiful yoga postures. I know nothing about it. I can only hear you talking about it, and I see you doing it. And actually, I'm so ashamed to tell you that I have nothing about that.
No,
And then I
there's
do my
no
me-
shame, no shame here. No, you get
then
to do it.
I do some that meditation that is like 15 minutes, and it's like it's the meditation of Jerry Hicks, the law of attraction. I like that meditation because it brings me very close to myself. And after that, I do my Marma points. I have several Marma points. I do it as a habit. And after that, my day can start.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Really?
Yes. It is beautiful. Don't you just love the delight in her voice when she talks about going out and walking in the forest and the animals, and she just has such joy. And that's what this is about, is enjoyment of life and honoring yourself and your body. And Barbara, it's
But how come
beautiful.
I'm so jealous to hear you talking about the yoga and the Indian meditation? And I know
Barbara,
nothing.
you are doing the walking meditation itself in nature with everybody, with all the animals and the trampoline. That's the best thing. Now I think you put that bug in me. Now I have to buy the trampoline.
It's
I'm thinking
beautiful.
the same. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that trampoline sounds amazing. I just wanted to say, friends, that
You see, if I don't use it, I can put it standing here. And it's one of my furnitures. So if somebody comes in my house, they look at the trampoline. If they don't know me, they look at the trampoline and they ask me, why is that not outdoors? No, it's for inside the house.
That's beautiful. Barbara, thank you so much. And I just wanted to say before, I know that Miriam, we've got some things planned, so we're going to move on. But I want to say to Andrea, thank you so much, Andrea, for bringing this awareness to the trampoline. And Andrea has started. Do you mind me sharing with them, Andrea, about what you and Bob are doing right now?
Okay, we started the 28-day detox program. And I must say that it's like going do, do, do. And because, I didn't do it with the group because there was too much going on and I wanted to do it more peaceful. Well, that's out the window. It was not more peaceful at all. But, if I tell you what, if you say something I want to show you something, but I have to go get it. So if you guys talk about something else, then I'll just bring it back so you can see what I'm talking about. Is that okay?
Yeah, we're
okay.
gonna go ahead and move on to Miriam's got the book, and then we can do Jerem, and then absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Show
much.
you something that really touched my heart, that really helped.
Wonderful. So good.
Andrea, can I apologize because I was telling about the trampoline and I forgot that it actually was your story, Andrea.
Well, wait a second here. Yeah, that's okay. I'm laughing that you said about it stays indoors because I used it in Germany. I was living in Germany 15 years and I used it indoors the whole time. And then I got here in the United States. I was using it in my little apartment. Then I moved in with my guy and it's like, it goes outside. And now I'm not kidding you. Everybody can laugh. I put one foot, the rain hit it. Everything had this rain, the sun, California, crazy. And I went and jumped on it and one of the bands broke. Oh no. So I didn't get hurt or anything. But anyway, that's what happened. And so I said to my guy, I said, how are we going to find how to get that fixed now? He goes, we'll just get another one. It's too much work. But really, I don't know if you heard this or not, but someone told me this. You have to research it. I have no idea. They said when you are jumping on the trampoline, where your blood would be going a certain way, there are like these little things in your veins or something, your arteries, where it's like it goes like this way. And when you are moving, jumping up and down, you are changing everything by doing that. And I wished I had scientific information on it, but he says it makes the blood go in another direction, which is very healthy.
That's
So
good. So good.
I'd love somebody to research that or whatever, because it sounds very interesting. But yes.
Well, Andrea, we wish you well on the detox. I'm so excited for you. So we'll go ahead and move on to Miriam now. So
Okay.
wonderful. Thank you. Thank you,
Friends,
Barbara.
I wanted to say that this conversation has been so perfect. I couldn't have even planned it. It's just so perfect because the chapter is about the 6 keys. And as we know, lifestyle is one of them. And you've all been sharing your routine, which is lifestyle. So it's just so perfect. And then like to start talking about the detox as well, that's part of it. So it's almost, I don't even know if we need to even read the chapter review, because I feel like you guys have actually
I'd love
pulled
to
out
do the
everything.
chapter review really quickly. Would love it. Miriam, it's beautiful. We'd love to have you do it.
I'm just looking at the time, and I know it's late in Europe. So what I'm thinking is we'll go into Jerem's session, and then if there is time, we'll do the chapter review. But actually, everything that you guys have spoken about is very much linked to the chapter, so it's perfect. Whether we have the chapter or not, it's just perfect. So I'd like to welcome Jerem now to lead us with some EFT and tell us a little bit about it, to take us even deeper into our hearts.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, everyone. It's such a joy to be here, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. EFT has been a wonderful friend to me, an energy tool that I've been using now about 15 years, and teaching it to people and seeing wonderful transformative moments, because to me, this is another situation where we're able to access our divine selves more easily, simply with the intention that we embody with this form of tapping. And so EFT involves tapping on different energy points. And the idea, which I never knew until I did a session for a friend who is a very brilliant physicist who tracks energy in his body really well. And he said, well, Jerem, when I'm tapping this point, I feel the meridian going to my liver vibrating and changing things. So I never knew that the meridian actually vibrated, which totally made sense to me. And if we subscribe to the theory that everything in the universe is vibrating, and that there are patterns of vibrations that are harmonious in our bodies and our psyches, then when we have some vibratory pattern that is not harmonious, and instead of vibrating like this, it's vibrating like this, then things just don't work properly. It's another analogy is that it's like a short circuit in the body. So if you've ever experienced a short circuit, you might find that you have a big flash of energy happening, or something stops working. So the theory is that we all walk around with short circuits that we've had sometimes for a few moments, sometimes for our entire lives, and everywhere in between. And that from my perspective, to request that our divine self and the divinity that we live in and are surrounded with all the time assist us in coming into that perfect vibratory pattern where we access our divine selves. And my understanding of it is that it comes from our hearts. Our hearts are the generator of that divine experience. So I was sort of tuning in as we were moving through the different people sharing their experiences today, and asking for guidance about, well, what might be useful here. And there's actually a simple EFT technique that can be used to address pretty much any kind of issue. But Janet, when you mentioned that you were having some difficulty breathing, there's actually something when I teach a workshop, we actually do this little demonstration that takes about a minute or two with breathing to see the power that we have over our breathing potential. And so I thought if that felt okay, we could do a few minutes of that. And that being said, there's something in EFT called borrowing benefits. And this is something I love because to me, this is the same as contagious healing. So the theory being that when we have a central issue that we are doing this tapping procedure on, that everyone else can take their own issue. So if we're doing the main focus on breathing, maybe there's something else that would feel really good to address, to harmonize, and to bring us into our heart center that's different. So for instance, if another person in the group had some pain in their knee, they could be saying the words for the breathing and tapping on the breathing, but letting the energy go to their knee. Okay, so the theory being that we're not separate. We're all the same here. We're all divine beings, and that our limited left brain keeps us from that habitation and awareness of our infinite potential. So I hope I'm making sense with this. I know it's maybe a little bit far out for some people. Any questions before we begin that part? Barbara? Did you have a question, Barbara? No. Okay.
I do.
Yes, Andrea. Mhm.
Yeah. I was just wondering, because I know there's different people who teach it, who've made a business out of it. Is what you're doing related to Dawson Church?
You know, I know of Dustin Church. He came on the scene after I took my trainings.
Okay.
So probably there's an overlap, but I can't say for sure. I don't really know his method that well, but I learned from sort of the basic method that came out. Yeah. Gary.
I have a question then, because Dawson, I saw it once, but I didn't study with him. He had something for the eyes,
Mhm.
where you're moving your eyes at a certain like clock, and then you do. And I've had a problem with weak eye muscles.
Okay.
And so I would love to know if you know that.
I actually don't. That's usually falls into another technique called EMDR.
Oh.
But,
So Andrea, what I could do is let me go ahead and send you the iMarma, and I believe that the iMarma will probably help you with that.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Jerem, let's go ahead and do this.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I've actually done some of the iMarma myself, and I really like it. Okay, so anyway, Janet, I wanted to ask you if this feels okay for you, number one, to do a little bit with breathing, and it's totally okay if you'd rather not. I don't know if you're still here, Janet.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, definitely. I'm excited. I'm thankful, grateful. Thank you.
Okay, great. And just to preface this by saying, don't force your breathing. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Okay. So we're going to tap on this point here. This is called the karate chop point. And I'm gonna demonstrate on myself just to streamline this process. So we're gonna tap on this point, and everyone else to just tune in and see, is there something that feels like it wants some more balance in your body, that your heart can provide that infinite energy to something, whether it's anxiety about something or physical discomfort or any of those things. And when you find that particular issue, do a quick assessment about the intensity level on a 10 scale. So for instance, Janet, if you're comfortable saying, what would be the degree of difficulty on a 10 scale, with 10 being the worst, with your breathing right now in this moment? You're muted. About a 3. Okay. All right. Okay. So everyone just simply take your own issue, hold it gently, and then release it to the divine, release it to your heart's wisdom. Okay. And we're going to tap here, and I'll ask you to say either out loud or to yourself, whatever's comfortable. We're going to speak to Janet's issue, even though the divine is going to your issue and supporting Janet at the same time. Okay. So even though I have this breathing challenge right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay. And we're going to take just a brief pause here. And I'd like everyone to take a deep breath and go as deep as you can comfortably, and then hold it for about 2 seconds and then release it.
Anna, would you like to be off mute so he can hear you repeat it back? Would that be okay?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay. So let's do this one more time, and just breathing in as deeply as you possibly can without any possibly hurting anything. And then release. Okay. And we're going to do it one more time. Breathing in as deep as you can. Hold it for 2 seconds and assess what percentage of your total breathing capacity are you at? Are you 50%? Are you 75? Are you 90? Are you 10? Whatever it is, no judgment, and then just release. Okay. And Janet, so what's your percentage?
I would say about 40% is, I just don't, I feel like I'm constricted.
Yes.
That's me.
Yes. Okay. Great. Okay. So about 40%. And so everyone else just, register that number, and then we're going to move on. So here we go. Even though I have this breathing limitation, I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm. Even though I have this breathing limitation, I'm choosing to love myself completely right now.
Even though I have this breathing limitation, I choose to love myself right now.
I see my heart smiling at me.
I see my heart smiling at me.
I see a picture of myself, a picture of my body on the outside, feeling lighter.
I see a picture of myself on the outside, feeling lighter.
Mm-hmm. I see the body that is Janet, relaxing.
I see the body that is Janet, relaxing.
I see her releasing her whole rib cage.
I see her releasing her whole rib cage.
And her heart is smiling even more broadly.
And her heart is smiling even more broadly.
And I deeply and completely love myself.
I deeply and completely love myself.
Especially my lungs.
Especially my lungs.
They're great lungs.
They're great lungs.
They're wonderful, wonderful lungs.
Wonderful, wonderful lungs.
Okay, and now we're going to just tap on some other points here. So the top of the head point, this breathing limitation.
This breathing limitation.
Okay, and then the inside of the eyebrow points. This breathing limitation is leaving me now.
This breathing limitation is leaving me now.
Mhm. Outside of the eye, my heart is orchestrating a relaxation procedure that is flawless and incredibly powerful.
My heart is
I'm sorry, it's a long phrase, is orchestrating
orchestrating
relaxation in my lung area.
relaxation in my lung area.
Okay. And I feel and see my lungs relaxing.
And I feel and see my lungs relaxing.
Mhm. My heart is sending this beautiful ambrosial energy all through my torso.
My heart is sending this ambrosia energy all through my torso.
Mhm. And my body is feeling grateful.
And my body is feeling grateful.
I see my body feeling grateful.
I see my body feeling grateful.
Okay, and then the collarbone area, just slap it. Mhm. And I am totally ready for this shift.
I am totally ready for this shift.
My divine self knows how to do this.
My divine self knows how to do this.
My divine self created this body,
My divine self created this body,
and it sure knows how to create shift.
and it sure knows how to create shift.
And I love myself.
And I love myself.
I really do.
I really do.
I'm not just saying it, I mean it.
I'm not just saying it, I mean it.
Okay. And then just relax for a minute. Close your eyes. And Janet, just check in gently and see if you're still at about 40%, or is there anything different there?
I'm just so grateful that it's kind of overpowering everything else. Emotional about it. Thank you so much, Jerem. Yeah, I feel lighter. I definitely feel lighter.
Okay, I know it's sometimes hard to get linear, but if you took, your deepest breath right now, just see what percentage you come up with right now.
I would say definitely it's down to like 30% restriction.
30% restriction, so about 10% improvement. Great, great. Okay, let's do one more shortcut thing. So EFT is nice because you can just take one point, and this is my favorite one. It's sort of right in the center of the breastbone. And it's also a nice point for the immune system, the thymus gland. Okay, so we'll just tap on that one point. And we'll say, I'm so grateful for this shift.
I'm so grateful for this shift.
I love remembering my divinity.
I love remembering my divinity.
And I want to remember it more and more and more.
And I want to remember it more and more and more.
And when I climb those staircases, I'm choosing to remember my divinity.
And when I climb those staircases, I'm choosing to remember my divinity.
And I can picture myself tapping on this point as a way of bringing that habitation.
And I can picture myself tapping on this point, remembering this habitation.
Okay. And then just relax for a minute and again, take a nice deep breath. And let's see if there's any change there.
Definitely.
Okay. And so you were about 30% restriction, and what would you guess now?
Maybe 15.
15. Wonderful. So you see how quick and easy it is, and this is where I love this, because to me this is a really wonderful cousin of Marma points, and So just remembering that you can take that one point and shift. And I'm wondering how everyone else has been in this experience. Anyone notice a shift from the issue that they were aware of? Jana?
Yes, when it comes to tapping, I've been a very big skeptic.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, I feel so much lighter, and I just feel like I'm more in my body, more flow. It feels like any block is gone. So thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
Friends, can we just send Jerem lots of love and gratitude for that beautiful session? First of all, let's send lots of love and gratitude. Oh, just beautiful. Jerem, I
Thank you.
loved the affirmations that went with it, the acceptance, which to me just perfectly is aligned with Aditi Devaboa, you know?
Mhm.
Just so beautiful, and the sort of self-love and recognizing the divine. Just beautiful, really, honestly beautiful. So much love and gratitude for you. I can see that Andrea has her hand raised.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Andrea, yes.
Yes, just one important thing I'd like to say here. I found out about tapping as it started with the pandemic, okay? And I thought this was absolutely crazy, not stupid. And because the person who was showing it was doing the same points no matter what they were saying. And I'm like, well, wait a second. I know from acupuncture a little bit that there's all different points, but you keep doing the same points and nothing else. So I said, this is crutch, forget about it. So you just proved to me, thank you so much, that there's all different points to hit. And so just absolutely flowing over with thankfulness for you.
My pleasure, Andrea. So glad it was useful. Yes.
Would anyone else like to share? Esther, any thoughts from you, my dear?
Thank you, Jerem, and thank you. When I was really sick in August with whatever that COVID thing is, Jerem was one of the earth angels that helped me with this process and helped me so much. And today, unusually, I've had pain in my legs, and it reduced it considerably. Yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Makes me happy.
And Paula, would you like to share?
Yes, I like the session. I know tapping, but I cannot lead myself. I forget the sentences, so I don't use it for myself. But receiving it, that somebody like you said this sentence, I really loved it, and also the way that the words that you use were very special. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. So glad it's helpful.
And I'm going to ask if Elena would like to share. Oh, Janet, I just saw you on mute.
Oh, well, I was just gonna, I don't know if Jerem's gonna be able to see what's in the chat. I just have to thank you so much, Jerem, for, I mean, you have such an open, loving heart, and you've helped me many times. And I don't know, you were a wonderful soul, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Janet. Totally.
Jerem is definitely an earth angel. He's definitely a healer, definitely an earth angel.
Elena, would you like to share with us?
Hello. Wow. So I begin from the end. So thank you, Jerem. It was very, very special. Very special.
My pleasure, Elena.
And from that point, going backwards, I just want to thank every person that today talked and put the hearts in this circle. And I'm very grateful very, very grateful. I think we are changing a little bit the world too, because we are changing. So, and in this moment is just so, so blessed having people that, share love and spread all of this, and so grateful. And I was so happy the other day because Renara sent me a message from India. So, and that really, that my body felt, because, Giovanni okay, Ilaria okay, and then Sandy okay, but from Renata it wasn't expected. And so that filled my body with such a, power. So that was true, Jana. We are so connected, and what they did, and we were there and they were here. I mean, and it's very powerful, very powerful. So thanks.
Well, yes, I do believe that you were there, Elena. I really do. Your heart is truly with that group. And Renara is definitely another healer. She's just, that woman has divinity that walks with her. She's a beautiful soul. Yeah, but so are you. And you have divinity that walks with you as well. Seeing a lot of head shake, yes. Mina, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Spaced out. Thank you, Jerome. How can we contact you for another session? It feels so beautiful. And I feel something inside my head moving. I don't know if it's a blood flow or more thing. I don't know, but it's nice meditative. It's like taking into deep meditation. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. How can we contact you for another session?
I can put my information in the chat here.
Great. Yeah. Thanks. And coming to the dinacharya, like, daily routine or morning routine, there are two types, okay? One, which I do, one which I want to do. So which one do you want to hear? I presume
whichever one you want to share.
No, I will share both. Ideally, I want to wake up early and I want to do some stretches, do some pranayama, some breathing techniques, some yoga. I feel nice when I stretch. I'm totally a Vata person. The more I stretch, more exercise, I feel more centered and calm. And when I do it along with pranayama and breathing technique, it really makes me very calm and focused throughout the day. Okay, that is my ideal routine. But what I do, I just wake up, have shower, do the rest of the things, have shower, do oil pulling, and then into the kitchen, get kids ready for school, drop them at school, eat breakfast, things like that. Another thing, what I was observing myself, before I used to have a lot of energy to do yoga or breathing technique. It only takes like 20 minutes altogether. But that 20 minutes in 24 hours is like a big task for me. Not because it's difficult, it's because I don't have energy, or is it lethargy? I am not sure. I really crave for doing the breathing exercise, and I don't even feel like eating food until I do it. But still, I beat myself down and keep postponing it. Like, okay, I'll do it at 10 o'clock after I come back from school, or maybe after lunch, maybe after dinner. So I just keep postponing, and there will be one point in the day where I really get frustrated with myself and say, I have to do it now. And then I sit and do it. Then I feel better. Then it's like the day starts at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening, and technically the whole day is already gone.
This is so powerful what you're saying. First of all, I want to have Miriam give the chapter review next time because I don't want to miss that chapter. So Miriam, are you okay with that? Doing it next time? Okay. But Mina, what you're talking about is exactly the same thing that I've been struggling with, and the whole reason why this conversation opened up. And I believe Barbara touched on it a little bit, where she was saying that she was jealous about other people's routines. What we have to realize is that, and this is one thing that I know about you, Mina, you are very, very intuitive. And so for you to be able to have the intuition to be able to take care of your family, because that's important. They're young and they need you. And you're also taking time for you. But I also like that you have that what do you want dream for you to be able to say, this is what I desire, is, you know, to be able to do the pranayama and be able to do the yoga. But right now I'm doing the oil pulling and the hot shower, and I'm taking care of my family. And I don't remember who it was that was talking about it. I think it was Sarah Jitt, that when you are in the service of your family and you're in the kitchen, she didn't say this specifically, but you're in the movement of it, you are in a meditation. And especially when you're doing it with love, it now becomes a movement. Every movement that you do becomes a meditation. As you guys were each revealing your you know, it's easy for me to say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. But each one of you, when you were sharing with me sharing with us what your routine was, I was like, I am doing my meditation. Even when I'm working, I'm listening to the mantra. When I go and I get food, I'm in a space of honoring and movement. And Mina, that's what I think that you are too. And, you know, right now your body is going through some physical challenges. And I honestly believe that, you know, the energy level, it will balance. And I just really invite you to be loving with yourself.
Yeah, I agree. You know, like before I started this 28-day moon detox, whenever I have eaten, like if I ate breakfast or lunch or dinner, I would have little more energy to go do my physical exercise or anything. But after doing this, still in process. While I'm doing this, what I feel is, though I'm calmed down, my body is feeling lighter, I'm getting better and better, you know, with the metabolism and everything else, the system functioning. But I want to have that energy in the morning. I could have easily, like 20 minutes or half an hour is not a huge time, you know, I could have done it because I wake up early, but I don't have that strength to come out of the bed. And thinking about it, thinking about having shower at 5 in the morning makes me shiver. Like, I know it's a hot water shower, but still I feel like, no, not now. Let me wait. So I just wait in bed for long, just for the sun to wake me up or something. But actually, technically, I am already awake. I am not in deep slumber or anything. I'm already awake and up, but I can't get out of bed and start doing the routine. You know, I want to step out and say, okay, 5 o'clock, even if I wake up at 5 o'clock or whenever my sleep is over, I can easily step out of the bed and say, okay, start my day. I don't need to cook or make breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning. I still have time.
This is so beautiful what you're talking about, because so many times we have this idea about what life needs to be, and yet then we have the reality of what is. You know, my body is tired. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm enjoying my rest. I do want to do this. And so there's that conflict, and it creates I can't think of the word, incongruency. And this is where, you know, this is what's happened with me. When I got COVID back in October, my body has not been the same. And so I've been, luckily with the time change, you know, that with the sun coming up a little bit more, I'm able to get up earlier than I was before. And I've been doing my best to do it without judgment. And that's what I'm inviting you to do, is to do it without judgment, to honor your body, especially with what your body is going through right now. You know, and even Janet, you know, you have to honor where you are, even though you have an idea of where you want your body to be or how your body functions when you are at top capacity. You know, and, you know, maybe some of Jerem's tapping while you're laying down may help. I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm just, you know, I just want you to honor and love yourself, because you're in a very incredible time right now. And I think that I just want you to love yourself. I mean, I love you.
I love you too, China. I love you too. Yeah, like somebody was saying, Janet was saying, I think you're one of the reasons why you and Cornelia are the reasons why I started getting onto these calls more regularly. Though I came to know about these calls in last October, November, but I hardly joined any. But this year, because of both of you and Clint, I am on these calls and I'm thoroughly enjoying the conversations with everybody and learning a lot from each and every one of you. And I feel grateful. You know, there are times where you cannot share anything with anybody, but at least there are people here who can understand you and hear you out and understand your fears. And when you hear stories about other people going through similar challenges and in a worse position, like that, hearing the stories itself is bogging me down. Like I heard a story last night from a friend, and since then I'm like, you know, I need to be more careful. I need to stick to the plan, stick to the diet, you know, all those things come up. And the fear is killing me, but there is no one whom you really want to share because you'll be worrying them more. But here there is a family who can understand you and support you instead of judging you and giving you free advice. And, you know, not getting themselves stressed as well because they have been in a, maybe they have successfully come out of a more challenging situation than what it is for many people.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for being here, everyone of you.
Mina, you are so loved, so loved. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you for sharing with us. And I want you to know that I trust that your journey is the journey that you need to take, even if it is meaning that you stay in bed a little longer, even though it means you spend time in the kitchen with your kids. Your journey is your journey. And I honestly believe that when things shift, if they do, and your desire, your what do you want, comes into fruition, it will happen. And that's what I'm trying to say for all of us, because we need to honor, at least I'm saying this for me, I need to honor where I am right now. Am I in my divine, you know, where I want to be? No, I'm not. But I think Miriam said this so perfectly when she first started the call. We are exactly where we need to be in this moment. And if we can honor that, it's like there's more power and there's more coherency. There's not a divinity or separation, division. You're bringing the mind, the heart, the soul, the body together. And that's what Serapjit does when she does her meditation and her yoga. She's bringing all the mental, the mind, the spiritual, the physical, and the emotional together. When we're doing something and we're wishing we were doing something else, there's a division, and it creates more chaos. So there needs to be that coherency, at least in my opinion. And that's what I've been looking for. And I so appreciate everybody's words of wisdom today. Thank you, Mina.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
Can we give Mina some love, Jana?
And send Mina lots and lots of love. Welcoming you with so much love to our group, the European call. It's so lovely to have your presence here and for you to share with us. We love you. We're with you. You're safe and you're held. Anna would like to share something.
Yes, just to add a little thing about what you are saying, that is, we really need to respect ourselves and remember that there are a lot of things happens. So vibrationally and energetically in the world, in the galaxies. So there are a lot of things happen. Everybody is challenged now in different ways. So the energy, and I can understand sometimes I also need to sleep more. And I can understand that it's not only my energy, it's something bigger. So we really need to, okay, I cannot be on the call at that time, or I cannot do that, or I cannot do that. Okay, I need to retreat a little bit. I need to rest or whatever, because it's really, the vibration in the world is really, and for people that are sensitive, we feel that. So even though, look, I'm in the country, I live alone with my animals in the country. So it's like, I feel things coming, energy. So it's really, we need to understand that and remember, and okay, I say, I would love to do that and that I can. Okay, I must take care. So I think we really need to remember that, and really, oh yes, I'm here in the bed. Oh, it's fantastic to be here, to be alive with myself. And okay, and later I go for the others, and later I go for whatever. So I think this is really a vibration that is in the air. There are a lot of things going on the field, and and we feel and we don't understand, but we don't need to understand. We just need to, okay. Let's breathe. Let's do little practice.
But well, and that's what I see you doing, is what you're talking about is exactly what you do on a day-to-day basis. When you're aware of the bigness of what's happening, you're aware that it may not be your energy. You're aware that there may be something in the cosmos. And so you do your techniques, you breathe, you allow, you accept. And that's what I see for you. And that's so perfect. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing with us. It's beautiful.
We really need this space of a possibility of go stronger.
We do need the possibility space to grow stronger, right?
Thank you.
I feel badly. I feel like I've hijacked your call, Miriam.
Definitely not, Jana. This is like a whole group thing where we come together and we share, and the conversation is exactly, perfectly, divinely guided. And it so links perfectly with the chapter. Like I said, my human self could have tried to plan something, but the divine plans it so much better. And I think that was our intention, to let the divine guide this, and for love, the vibration of love, to be present to take us deeper and deeper into our hearts, and for what's shared to be healing. And that's exactly what's happened today. So it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely perfect. And all of you are always welcome to share from your hearts. There's always like a rough plan in place, but we don't ever have to follow it. We go where the divine takes us to go. And that's what happened on this call today. And it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely love it. It makes me so excited to see how this all unfolds. Friends, it's almost 9 p.m. here in the UK, and I'm sure it's much later in other parts of Europe. So I just want to thank you deeply for joining us today, for sharing from your hearts, for giving us a glimpse of your daily routine, which is, one of the keys, lifestyle. We're talking a little bit about the detox, again, another one of the keys of the ancient secrets. Jerem, for coming and with all the affirmations and the tapping, it elevated my energy, and definitely I could feel vibrations coming through, and it was just divine, just beautiful. Esther, thank you so much for your poetry and for the mantra. You are such a dear, beautiful soul sister, and I'm so grateful for you each time you come and the energy that you bring. Janet, I love you, I'm with you. Mwah. Paula, thank you for your sharing. Mina, thank you for your sharing as well. Anna, I absolutely adore you. Everything that you share is like wisdom, just beautiful. Thank you to Barbara for your sharing, about the what's it called again? The trampoline as well. Amazing. Luke, I think you've just joined now. We're just about to end the call, but thank you for bringing your beautiful vibrational energy here with us.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about it. And then I saw Esther's post on Facebook today about this, and I said, oh, let me see if I could pop in even just for a moment. So it's putting a huge smile on my face and in my heart to see all of you, even if it's only for 5 minutes. So thank you so much.
That's awesome. Europe had changed their time, and so we're starting a little. There was a couple of weeks where we're a little bit later, but we're back up again. So it's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which would be 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I believe you're in Pacific.
Will that be every Friday at the same time?
Every Friday at the same time.
I'll
and
make
then
yeah, great.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then we also have the Asia Pacific call tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 5 p.m. your time. Awesome. Back to you, Miriam.
I just want to make sure I mention everybody. Just thank you to Sangeeta for joining us, and thank you Sarabjit and Elena. I love your sharing. I love, that vibrational frequency of your voice when you share. It just it's filled with so much love. It just completely grounds me, and also makes me excited because of what you share about our friends in India right now. What you were saying just completely aligned to what I was feeling. So yeah, just everybody that's been here, thank you for coming. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Jaina, I love you so much. I loved everything.
Let's rub our hands together and send Miriam so much love for her hosting this beautiful. She coordinates this so beautifully. Her heart, her love, she calls in the divine so beautifully. She's amazing.
Receiving and sending right back, and all praise be to the divine. All praise be to the divine. Okay, my friends, I invite you all to unmute, and you can say, I love you and I'm with you in whatever language you like. Je t'aime et je suis avec toi.
I love it, I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Ti amo e sono con te.
I love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm
Ti amo e sono con te. Ti amo solo per piacere.
Love you and I'm with you.
I love you.
So beautiful. I love you and I'm with you. We'll see you next week. We'll see you later.